I am Diogenes the dog. I nuzzle the kind, bark at the greedy and bite scoundrels. It is not that I am mad, it is only that my head is different from yours. I pissed on the man who called me a dog. Why was he so surprised? People who talk well but do nothing are like musical instruments, the sound is all they have to offer. The most beautiful thing in the world is freedom of speech. You will become a teacher of yourself when for the same things that you blame others, you also blame yourself. Of what use is a philosopher who doesn't hurt anybody's feelings? In a rich man's house there is no place to spit but his face. If you are to be kept right, you must possess either good friends or red-hot enemies. The one will warn you, the other will expose you. No man is hurt but by himself, literally by how he interprets what happens to him. If he focuses on how it could have been better, he will be hurt. If he focuses on how it could have been worse, he will be happy. The same is true for women too. We have 2 ears and 1 tongue so that we would listen more and talk less. We are more curious about the meaning of dreams than about things we see when awake. The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. There is only a finger's difference between a wise man and a fool. Education gives sobriety to the young, comfort to the old, riches to the poor and is an ornament to the rich. Other dogs bite only their enemies, whereas I bite also my friends in order to save them. He has the most who is most content with the least. A friend is one soul abiding in 2 bodies. One original thought is worth 1,000 mindless quotings. It takes a wise man to discover a wise man. Blushing is the color of virtue. To the question what wine he found pleasant to drink, he replied, that for which other people pay. Self-taught poverty is a help toward philosophy, for the things which philosophy attempts to teach by reasoning, poverty forces us to practice. Why not whip the teacher when the pupil misbehaves? Once he saw the officials of a temple leading away someone who had stolen a bowl belonging to the treasurers, and said, "The great thieves are leading away the little thief." He lit a lamp in broad daylight and said, as he went about, "I am looking for a human." He once begged alms of a statue, and, when asked why he did so, replied, "To get practice in being refused." Plato had defined man as an animal, biped and featherless, and was applauded. Diogenes plucked a fowl and brought it into the lecture room with the words, "Behold Plato's man." When someone reminded him that the people of Sinope had sentenced him to exile, he said, "And I sentenced them to stay at home." We have complicated every simple gift of the gods. Dogs and philosophers do the greatest good and get the fewest rewards. I do not know whether there are gods, but there ought to be.